Hello, everybody. How has everybody been? I am tired, but we are going to relax towards bedtime with you guys playing some dwarves. That's how today's gonna go. As we try and figure out what in the world we were doing the last time we were on here. Okay, so we have a thieving or mischievous creature. That's fine. We were obviously picking up from a siege at some point, or had enemies for some reason. We do have that open. I think we had a forgotten beast that was like going off the map and then popping its head back in, and we were not being able to get it to come to us. Like, I might actually need to build some pathways. It's supposed to be one that could fly, so it should be able to get to us, but another cat has adopted someone. Nice. Hello, hello on the YouTube side. Welcome in. What else was I doing? So I am keeping these positions manned for the Forgotten Beast if it decides to come for us. I let the cats go out and wander around, so hopefully they'll explore more of the map and tell us if that was the issue. Let's see, I'm not hearing much sound. Let me check my headset. Should be okay. Well, I'm currently paused, so let me unpause. And let's look at the surface. We do have that open. We're reconnecting, or should be reconnecting this bridge. They destroyed our poor little bridge. Let's see. I think, which one is that? That is quartzite lever, quartzite lever. Do we not name these? S1 entrance, S1 exit, S1 retractable, S3 entrance, S3 exit, S2, S2. Show me the lever. It is not linked to anything. That is not linked to anything. This must have been the one that broke. So this is the caravan surface entrance. You can free that and then link it again and do that first and then pull it. What is our petition? We have a bard. No, we don't like bards. Or sometimes we like bards, but not right now. So reject. Especially because everyone keeps trying to steal all of our artifacts. Should have at least looked at what you were, but I did not. We do have some dinosaurs on the map, but we are not... I don't think we're set up to catch anything yet. I could get that going again at some point once we have all of our bridges up and running. At least put some cage traps around this. Let me know if the volume is good. I think there were so many barking dogs today that I think my hearing is a little gone right now. Like, I can hear it occasionally, but not as loud as I would normally expect, but all of the settings should be the same. Goblin mercenaries visiting. Okay, there's the guy that we're trying. We would like to come visit us. Anon. You finally made your way across? Keeps poking his head around, but then wandering away, even though he's got an open path. And he should be able to see the path to us? Like, I've heard other people talk about having where they couldn't get the Forgotten Beast to come into their, like, farming trap. I've never had that happen before, so this is new for me. maybe someday they will come say hi. Make cloth bags. Item inaccessible. Why is the item inaccessible? That is perfectly accessible. That is perfectly accessible. Burrows. This one, normal burrow. Everybody's assigned. What is that wheelbarrow? Here. Burrow. It is in the burrow. That's open space, so they should be able to get there. Forgotten Beast is fighting. Nice. Needs olive wood logs. Store item. That might be just leftovers, still processing from when we had the civilian alert on. That our squad's doing, in fact. Okay. Not too bad. Are you guys training? I don't know if I ever set that up. Some of you are training. At least 4 train. And the rest should be no orders. Second question. Did I give you a barracks to actually train in? I have not made a secondary barracks. So, go use the Fortress Guard, the Captain of the Guard's barracks. No, you can use that. Okay, I don't know why they're not training. They should be. Those guys are. Performance troop is visiting. Hopefully they're not going to try and steal another artifact. Let's see. I think we sealed off. Yeah, we sealed those off. Playing Dwarf Fortress while I'm playing Dwarf Fortress. That is the best way. Not that there's a bad way to play Dwarf Fortress, but that does make it better. Okay, let's assign. See if we have any artifacts laying around. Hide the written items. Ring. So actually no. Here. We're gonna wait till we have all. Actually, that's only 4 slots. I want to be able to place them all quickly and then seal them. High boot, mace, crossbow. Let's see if anybody. I might have assigned the crossbow or the mace to somebody. Wait a minute. What was I just looking at? This one. Yeah, there we go. Where are you? Nope, you are stored away. Excellent. Where's the ring? Objects. Swear it said ring. There's a ring. Why are you reading the monastery common practice? Did you steal our ring? Please do not have stolen our ring. We desperately need it. The Vermilion Killer. That is a cool name. Okay, put that one there. Put the mace there. High boot, or crossbow. And then put the high boots. Okay, and did I ever mark this as a temple? Yes. Only members can visit. No, citizens and long-term residents can visit, and you need a person assigned. Here, that will be your sacred dust. And you need a chest. We apparently do actually have some of, so that's nice. Okay, we'll see if they're actually able to find all of those artifacts. I'm not entirely sure where the ring got to. And we do need a lot more bedrooms. Oh, that's right. We were having... I forgot. When did we last play this? Saturday, no? Friday? Might have been before then. I was sick last week, so my schedule was really weird. We were having crashes. Let's exit that. And I don't know with that. We shut down anything extraneous. I could only find like one change between when we had last played and when we were having the crashes. And I turned that program off for Dwarf Fortress. So we'll see if we're still having crashes or not. And I need to remember to save rather frequently, just in case. Don't depend on the seasonal save. Here, let time pass while we are assembling some bedrooms. Unfortunately, I don't remember what we were doing before the crash. Cabinet. I think there were some bridges being hooked up, which I've got one of those going. I've got to do the other two. We were keeping an eye on that African beast. We did the bedrooms. What was the other thing? Oh, this is gonna bug me because it was probably important. Now I don't remember. I'm not gonna remember till it comes up because, ooh, you never did that. Okay. Furniture. Bedrooms. This is not... Oh, the tomb situation, I think. Pretty sure we had a tomb situation going on. Okay, bedrooms there. Tombs. Yes. That for some reason, these doors, they were not recognizing. And I had to come in. I had to tell them to forget about those. Even though we have, like... Uh-oh. Maybe it's that action is crashing us? I don't know, it just froze. No. Okay, that worked. I'm going to emergency save real quick. Just in case. Quick save. Yeah. Quick save. And why am I getting spinning wheel of death on the YouTube side? Check the stream health. It says signal is excellent. We had this a couple of weeks ago where I was just getting unending spinning wheel of death on YouTube, even though it said the signal was good. Let's see. I refreshed my monitoring window and it seems okay now. So maybe it was just the monitoring window. Hopefully. Saving. Because I don't want to redo those beds for a third freaking time. No, I just did it for the third time. I don't want to do it for a fourth time. That would be bad. Okay, let's put the doors. Well, now it says need to make 12. Oh, because I did the bedrooms first this time. That's fair. That is fair. But we should be constantly making quartzite doors. I should check on that and just be absolutely sure, but we should be. Let's check. Door. Yep. Bleak Stalker is visiting. Lord Concert is visiting. Sorry. A little bit of hiccups going on. Let's go grab those other two bridges. So this is S2 retractable, I believe. Yeah, because I already did the entrance and the exits. Link lever. That's S2. There we go. Yeah, I don't know, like my monitoring window is giving me spinning wheel of death. And then I refreshed the actual monitoring window and it came back. We had a problem a couple weeks ago where even though it told me, YouTube told me, hey, signal's excellent, I wasn't showing any dropped frames or anything, I kept getting spinning wheel of death and people were like, hey, YouTube side is pausing. And I was like, at that point we just called it and we're like, we're just gonna do on the Twitch side this night. But so I don't know. Chat does seem to always keep working, so if that happens again, send me a chat message and I'll see if I'm seeing anything on my end or not. Oh, why are we pausing? No, there we go. Did you die to troglodytes? Seriously? I judge you, or wait. Yeah, no, you would have gotten troglodytes. You might have gotten hit by ballista, I guess. Okay, let me set those to don't fire. Fire at the troglodyte, please. Ah, no. Stay on the screen. Why are we not firing at the troglodyte, people? Troglodyte, kill it. You have bolts. We not recognized troglodytes? We fire at Crundles. Okay, well, go brutally smash the troglodyte there. Pretty please. Maybe you'll attract the Forgotten Beast while you're at it. Oh, actually, yeah, it is real close. Never mind. Abort mission. Abort mission. Come back. Ballistas. Do be prepared to fire at will. I think the troglodyte has finally lured it over here. And activate the civilian alert. We will double check. Does not include that area. Does not. Okay, and then we're gonna hope this guy comes in like he's supposed to. There. Okay, now we have a pile of water laced. Oh yeah, I think that one was ice, maybe? Frozen extract. That sounds right. Clear the civilian alert. Excellent. And now we could go kill the troglodyte. Who? Wait, I just saw him. There he is. Who, for some reason, the Forgotten Beast didn't go kill? Confusion? That seems odd to me. There's another one. Oh, now you want to shoot at the troglodytes? Don't know why you weren't shooting at the other one, but okay. Weird dwarves can't make up their minds. We've struck microcline. Where do we strike microcline? It can be hit or miss. I mean, they're very common, but they're not universal. Steel mace, iron battle axe. More death. We've had too many deaths in this fort. Hey, Clan Jeff. New job was good. I am tired, but good tired. So, I mean, today was just learning day, but got to ran a bunch of blood work for the different doggos and did some x-ray stuff for them. We had a giant mastiff we had to do x-rays on. That was a lot of fun. Obolite, okay. but it definitely, for something to fill my time that's going to pay a little money and that I will enjoy, this is probably the best option. Uh-oh. Tyrannosaurus is fighting. Stray dog. No, we just... Oh. We have a dino that has gotten down here through our upstairs. I wish I had a way to capture them without already having a cage trap in place. I don't really want to kill you, dino. But I guess we're gonna kill you. Like, I'd like to send my guys with, like, ropes and chains and be like, capture! Yeah, because there's no way it's over here. It's one of those. Okay. Please don't kill another person. Or a dog. We just got dogs again. There, now that's dead. What about the others? Are they down here somewhere, or are they still on the surface? You were up there, but you're right at my door. Pull that lever. Moody Dwarf is working. I need to change out on the bolt throwers. Oh, nope, you're down here too. Sorry guys, I don't really want to kill you. I wanted to capture you. And there's just two. There's one troglodyte left. Oh. I'm assuming you're dying. You're in 7 deep mud. You, I feel like we're supposed to be pulled. You just came down the hole, didn't you? Yep, yes you did. Kill. And kill. You just want a bedroom? I would be more than happy to just give you a bedroom. I guess I could have locked the door and then built a cage trap in front of the door. That probably would have been smart. But did not do that. Follow you. Terrified while in conflict. No, don't kill it. Okay. Nope, never mind. We're just gonna kill you. Like, maybe we can let it go. But not. Okay, there's my central door now. So, before we forget again, since that just reminded me, cage traps. That's a thing. Let's set those up. Probably gonna mostly be annoying, but we'll try and get some dinosaurs. Imagine we're mostly gonna catch the undead, since we're surrounded by necromancer towers. But hopefully not. What are you working on? You've just got a copper bar. Okay, cheap artifact. And places, siege engines, forgotten beast. You guys can just keep loaded, but don't man. I think we might wind up in a tantrum spiral here. I've got so many pissed off dwarves. Isolated after being unable to find somebody in charge to yell at. What? We have a mayor, captain's guard, dungeon master, manager and stuff is the same guy as our mayor. Chief medical dwarf. You should be able to yell at somebody. You've given away your cheap artifacts before. Aw. But that pisses off your dwarves. Kadal. My dungeon master needs a cabinet. Dungeon master, speaking of, has created Install Demal Delistbur, a copper animal trap. Well, we were just talking about needing some animal traps, but I don't really think I need an artifact one. She offers it to the fiery cloister. Thank you very much. We're gonna move your cabinet to the top of the line. Hopefully that's ready to go here pretty quick. Cabinet. 100% confirm we're still making those. Oh, obsidian cabinet's nice. Oh, I need to send you updated times, Clino, after I'm sure of what my times are going to be for when I'll be streaming dwarves. In flux at the moment. Hoping like Monday through Thursday or something, 6 to 9 is going to be the new schedule, but we'll see as the week goes. This is our immortal rhino over here. Just been stuck there hanging out since we opened the water channel back many a year ago. Like, he's staying where he can still breathe, even though that should have flushed most of the oxygen out by now, I would assume. And maybe there's like mushroom particles coming through the water or something. I guess they don't really need to graze. He's up to 16 years old. They will die of old age eventually. It's like I had one that I'd walled off unintentionally. I had a wandering, what was it? Yak or bull or something. But I wandered on top of my pedestal for an artifact that I was currently sealing away behind like glass windows and glass walls. And I'd like queued up the jobs and then wasn't looking at it. And the next time I looked, I realized, oh, he'd wandered in there while they were sealing him up. And he lived there for like 12 years before dying of old age. But it was definitely a grazer. It just made them immune to needing to graze. Are we making cages? Yes, we are still making cages, and I'm gonna tell it to make me wooden cage. Go ahead and make 10 of those, because I think we were using a bunch of them on cats. Yeah. That's right. We were trying out this method. Cat. I guess we'll just go from the top now. I've secured away the ones we would need if we had to start breeding from the beginning again. A vile force of darkness has arrived. The army is commanded by the goblin Snamos Cruel Cradled in the midwinter of 306. Snamos decided to become a baby snatcher operating in the wilds. With them comes a war cave dragon from the dark goblin fortress of World Menace. That's right. Last time it was like one cave dragon. Let's see. I'm not even gonna record this till I see if there's other guys. Activate the civilian alert. You were supposed to pull that lever, guys. We do have, well, Technically that's ready to go again. So I'm gonna pull that lever. And then I'm gonna pull that one to drop this one. And this is S2, I believe. Yep. So S2. They might have actually finally been unloading those. Prepare to fire. Look like we're finally getting some ammo build up. Not down here by S3 yet, but at least the top two. Okay, and once everyone's in, I'll pull this bridge and drop that all below and then close it again. So they can keep working on stuff. Troops, we're not gonna play around with you. Did I tell them to close this? I did not. Pull that. Follow you. Oosboo. Snatchers, protect the children. Where are you? One there, one there. Okay. Now the last time they came this way with that... Uh-oh, got a guy outside. It was just them... No, here, keep the civilian alert going. It was just the cave dragons and the goblins and the snatchers, and the snatchers then grabbed a dwarf child who was on the surface, not running inside. Here, we're gonna try and manually kill them and hope there's not a giant ambush out there. Because we've got people on the surface. We already pulled that, didn't we? Are these about to shut? Possibly. Second snatcher. It's acting like these have been pulled now. Because it's not showing pull anymore, but they're... Third snatcher. Okay, that one just shut. That one is not shutting. How many snatchers do you have? Uh-oh. Did you guys get a kid? They might have gotten a kid who was on the surface. Well, we're just gonna follow you around for a little bit. We'll see if that one bridge shuts or not. Yep, it did. Okay. You open. Don't know where it's going now. You're just running off the map. Is that your whole mission, was to escort the snatchers in? Yep, that's exactly what you did. So far the goblins are being weird, basically. They're like, nah, we don't actually want to attack. We just want to steal your kids. We're also not going to put much effort into it. Okay, and they aren't on the map anymore, so cancel your kill order. Where you are on the second level. So one of our projects we still need to do is do a tunnel between the different cavern layers so that they are all connected. You look like a necromancer, but you are a Lord Consort, legendary bookbinder. Do you teach our people how to be better bookbinders? Talented negotiator. Fairly well read. Need some empty cage. We are working on some empty cages. We have not had necromancers come back around in a while, I don't think, which is weird. Unusual. Okay. I've already set that up to be taken care of. Other than that, we are good on the nobles, though I might want to set up another, carve out another area to do more noble areas in the future. We are going to want to carve out so we can do, separate the guild hall stuff. This is our tavern now, which did we finish everything here? We have chests, we have a tavern keeper, goblets. I feel like we should have more goblets. Let's say 50 goblets. Stored instruments. Okay. There should be probably plenty of tables and chairs, but we can keep an eye on that. Angelin is fighting. Got a lot of goblins visiting and a lot of bleak stalkers. Still haven't gone and grabbed those poor people's bodies because they're not in the normal burrow. That's my bad. Sorry, guys. You can go do that. I won't stand in your way anymore. And we were getting cats assigned. Assign one. Nope. Cat. Oops. Don't want caps lock on. Assign the cat. Then here, assign another one. Kind of want to assign the person's pet, but that sounds a little mean. Dog is fighting. Troglodyte is fighting. Troglodytes? Seriously? Why? Go away. Here, kill the troglodyte. Confirm. Hey, Derekai. We are good. Just had a cave dragon and some goblin snatchers show up and then run away. I feel like they might have glitched out on my trash dump again. There. Might have to manually tell them to go just dump everything. Or they're so far behind on the to-do list because I have overloaded them. I don't believe trogs can be butchered. I think they're considered sentient but not sapient or something like that. Yeah. 99% sure troglodytes cannot be. Undisturbed. Oh, collect web. Yeah, we're trying to help you cave spiders. But we did have to let the cats out for a little bit. There's one of you. Yeah. Multiply. Where are my miners? They're doing other... No, one of you is mining. Which I should check the different rock storages. So we've got lots of marble ready to go. Sorry. Obsidian. some. We could use a little more. Let's see, we'll do a normal dig. Go out to there. Out to there. Getting some more obsidian. What about our quartzite? Good spell. Quartzite. Got lots of quartzite. What about microcline? Some, but not a lot. Where did we find the microcline? I believe it was between first and second layer, or just under the second layer. One of those. Yeah, there we go. So let's say priority 3. Do a little more microcline there and there. Okay. How much obsidian do we have? I looked at the physical thing down there, but not what we actually say in stock. Not glorious. So let's go. I no longer have a hotkey that goes down to the magma. Need to fix that. Okay, we'll make all of this priority 3 so they actually get it done in a semi-reasonable amount of time. Because that's still being used for our cabinets, so we are still actively consuming obsidian. I'm going to make this hotkey 4. Kind of just puts us down there in the middle of the stuff we're mining and using. What about hematite? A fair amount. Steel? Okay, we are still doing well on the steel. Chalk. Okay, some chalk. And I don't remember where we... Is it here? Yeah. Here's where we actually found the chalk. So, when you guys need some... I'm gonna say this is low priority. We don't go through it very fast. That's more chalk. Dig that out. And we might come over this way. We'll see how that goes. That is in the normal burrow. Okay. So many visitors. That is being a major adjustment with having a older world compared to what I normally do. Lots of visitors. The Forgotten Beast of Vukar. Abruknakor has come, an enormous three-eyed sauropod, has a pair of branching antennae, and it appears to be emaciated. Its black scales are large and set far apart. Beware its poisonous sting. Which level are you on? You are on the 2nd level. I am very far behind, I believe, on journaling Forgotten Beasts. We missed a lot of them. We at least did get some written down in 306. But not a lot. So you show us your stuff and we will write about you, and then soonish we will actually set up a tunnel. No, not year. We're gonna start with the 4th of Obsidian, year 306. Vukar, Ashen Dead, that's an interesting name. An enormous 3-eyed sauropod. It has a pair of branching antennae. It is Forgotten Beast time. And it appears to be emaciated. Its black scales are large and set far apart. So this is basically just keeping track of... It's not really keeping track of. It's like making some notes on the history of the fortress as we go. I've not been as good at this as I should have been. Because we got all the zombies. We got a little overwhelmed for a while. Incredibly quick to heal. That's not a great one. Okay. Let's think about... That's down on the second cavern level. It can't get to us for the moment. But... my Discord is distracted talking about, what was this? Homestar Runner and Trogdor from back in the day. Which I was not familiar with. Sulfur had to inform me about them. Okay. So we would like... One, we need to set up a thing off the cavern. Though I'm really not liking how close we are to the edge right there, purely because it lets artifact thieves run away oh so quickly. And it is annoying. But... say we're not gonna mess with that. We're gonna be in planning mode here for a little bit. We're gonna go down this way. Down. 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 So I'm just gonna set up a tunnel connecting the different cavern layers so that Forgotten Beasts that spawn down on the second or third cavern can come up to us. And my sleepy brain is like, how do I line this up? So hopefully I'm doing this correctly. Not rocket science, but brain is sleepy. Now we get to the interesting part. Okay. Where do we want to intersect? I have too much water on this map. I upped the settings. I went back up on some of the world gen settings. It was a bad idea. I should not have done that. So I want... that's still open space. I'm gonna go from here. So let's assume... let's see, that's a 3. We're gonna come out over here. So assuming that's... we're going to go up 1. And up 1. Another 1. Oh, okay. Cancel this. Might have to do some deviations around. Okay, that's currently dropping out over here. I guess we can do a column around. I don't like to do that, but it will work. And I don't know why, I guess from the caverns, or from the caravans, I'm like, all of my tunnels like this must be 3 wide, even though that makes no sense for the Forgotten Beast. They don't need a 3 wide tunnel. My brain says it has to be 3 wide. Okay. That will get to the second cavern. We'll dig out that way. Then... actually, I wanted to do it more here and have over so I could just go to the side. Well, I can come down from the other end. I would go down to the 3rd layer. We want to work our way like over here probably. Maybe over there. That's more out of our way on the digging. But still connected to the main body area. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna say we'll dig there. Oh, nope. Wrong kind. Dig this. Go up 1. Dig. And then I need to go check on our temple where we put all those artifacts. Hopefully they got there. Ooh, that's gonna need a block. Build that there. This is always the harder part later. It's not actually doing this, it's later. When we're doing our various mining tunnels and being like, hey, let's not accidentally open into our little cavern tunnel. Does that be bad? Am I... Hopefully I wasn't telling it a specific kind. No, I just said stone. So you go first. Down. Wait a minute, what did we do there? Oh, we were coming up from that side. Okay. Up. And here we go. Yep, that works. Dig. And this. So that they are very close by. Actually, here. We'll just do it like this. Yeah. There we go. That'll work. Because like I said, they don't actually need a 3 wide tunnel. Intruders? What kind of intruders do we have? Necromancers! Okay, so we do know ambush is incoming and then a necromancer attack. Do I still have... Here. Activate the civilian alert. I don't think I ever unloaded my siege weapons, which is mildly convenient right now. Never mind, maybe I did. Okay, S2. Stand ready to fire. S1. That's fine. S3. You guys can be loading up now that we actually have some ammo built up. We activated the civilian alert. I'm going to call in you guys. It's just necromancers. So come station right there. And then I would like to build out of stone. Seal that off, please. Oh, this one's done. Excellent. So we can have our 3 different entrances, though, again, we are going to... I don't normally build a surface tower, but we're going to do that on this one. We want a competition to the necromancer towers. Okay, let's go link a bridge. This is S3 retractable. Link lever. Link it to there. Let's go follow the necromancers. See what you're doing. Usually you run away and then there's an ambush. 4. Yep, there's all 4 of you. You gonna come in and say, nope, you're just running off the map. Boo. Lame. Okay, well, our preparations for you will work just as well for your little ambush guys that tend to show up. And then we should expect a necromancer or a zombie invasion before too long. Suspended a language. Oh, yep, because we have the civilian alert on. That's fair. Elf herbalist, human poet. Okay, I am going to briefly, I don't want to actually drop the civilian alert, but I am, so that they can get up here, I'm briefly going to allow them to come to that area to get some stuff done. And I'm going to unstation you guys. Yeah, it's got man, so ballista, we don't need you. Keep a couple of the bolt throwers ready to go, though. Okay. 2 of them should be fine. We'll just keep those. Whatever entrance we have open at any given time, we should keep at least 2 bolt throwers manned and ready. Same thing on the Forgotten Beast, actually. Forgotten Beast. You stand ready, and you stand ready. The giant Olm is fighting, the elf herbalist is fighting. Okay. As part of our cavern thing, and then for caravans, which, ooh, actually we need to do that first. I have not set up the trade depot in an area where they could come down to. So we need to figure out where in the world we're doing that. I guess if I drop through there, I could dig out a little area over here, or I could keep dropping. I would normally put it on this level, but it doesn't have to be. Let's see, if I put it over here, go up that way, up that way. Yeah, I can make that work. Okay. And then once we get above the cavern, we'll go hook up with our normal entrances. Sorry. Brain dead. Wait, what? Oh, we totally have a ghost dwarf that's also a ghost were-elephant. I want to see you transform. Please? That actually sounds really cool. I've never seen that. Come back, ghost! I forgot we needed to make you a thing. I don't really want to put you to rest yet. I want to see it. We slammed a bridge on your head to execute you. Now I feel bad. Do we need to do any others? No. Only that guy. I did not see it come up with, hey, you have a ghost. I'm just saying this, that the ghostly sage were-elephant has transformed into a dwarf. I'm a little sad I missed that. Okay. Well, hopefully it happens again and we get to see it. Let's put over here. Let's see, it doesn't need to be huge, but I want big enough for the wagon and for storage of our normal trade goods. So let's just do 10 by 8, that's fine. Oh, wait, and we need to think about exit. If they have to exit through the cavern. Where's our entrance? Our thing there. So actually we need to put it over here. Yep, never mind. Sorry. That is not where you're gonna go. We did not think this one through ahead of time necessarily very well with our cavern entrance. So it is what it is. Let's see. How much room do I have? It's a 14 by 8. That's pretty big, actually. That's fine. Mine. Nope. 13 by 8, 13 by 9. Sure. And we will dig out that area so they can come in 3 wide, they can veer off to the side, and then go out that way, and we will fix this up over here, actually in the cavern later, so they have a little road off the map, but not right now. Say we're going up to here. Nope. Go up this way. Oh, ghost, ghost, ghost. Risen and is haunting the fortress. No, where are you? You're an invisible ghost. Come back, little ghost. Hey, Krugi. Welcome, welcome. Trying to catch it. We have a ghost that, is one of our old were-elephants. I keep missing it. And it did. I got the message that it had transformed back into a dwarf, and I've never seen that happen before. I want to see a were-elephant ghost. Yeah, the one I squished. He appears non-violent, so I'm not... Well, we do have a bunch of unhappy dwarves, though. I'm like, do I have to memorialize him yet? Okay, up one more. So let's say not there. Up one more. Figuring out the logistics of our coming down to our trade, or where our trade depot will be shortly. There we go. Nope, that's not gonna work. Okay, here. We'll have to do some maneuvering around. It's terrifying. Probably is making my poor little dwarves very unhappy, but I want to see it. They can put up with it for a little while. Offloading units. And hopefully we're not going to have a crash tonight. I think I determined what was causing that, but I'm not 100% sure. But if you see that I have not saved in a while, yell at me, because we're trying to save more frequently tonight. And why is it so freaking cold in my house? Pull up the Nest controller. Because the humidity is being so inconsistent right now, so one day you'll be like, oh, this temperature is pleasant, and the next, it's either way more humid or way less humid, and you're like, nope, nope, that temperature doesn't work anymore. So when we had done Saturday, not Saturday, we'd done it earlier in the week as a test, or the only new thing I had on my system at the time was the modding program for, or the mod manager, is it Thunderwolf or something, for the mod pack for Dyson Sphere. And then there was a sort of like a gaming VPN thing, so I could hook up with ProTag, so we could play together, called Hamachi. That I hadn't realized it was one of those that then auto comes on with Windows startup, and so it was just sitting, running over on the side. But that was the only new thing I had. So if it's not that, and I've turned that off, and I'm just turning it on when we're gonna play Dyson Sphere. If it wasn't that, I have no idea what it was. There wasn't a new Windows update between the time before when I'd played Dwarves and not had any crashes and that time. And we'd played most of the evening. It wasn't till like the last 30 minutes of it's at least 3, probably 4-hour stream. I think that one was a 4-hour stream. So I don't know, maybe just having that on, then my computer would, well, I would think if my computer had gotten too hot, it wouldn't have been just Dwarves that would have crashed. I would have had things crashing all over the place, or Windows crashing. So, I don't know. That was the only thing new. So that is what I am attempting first. Because otherwise, if it's not that, I'm gonna have to go on a serious deep dive. And I would rather not. Okay, let's go that way. Can we go up? We gotta find our way here. That looks okay. Part of why I usually like digging down instead of up. Also just safer. I'm not worried about aquifer in here. Okay, that's gonna come out right there. And we are going to turn a little bit. Yes. Then we're gonna go up again. Some more. We're gonna make sure I'm not paused. But I am not. And what level we are on? 31, and I want to go up to 33. Okay, we're almost here. 33. Okay, but we need to get over here, so actually... let's see. Let's say we're coming down... I did not design this, since this was kind of a sloppy thrown together one. I did not design it nearly as well, and it is frustrating me to no end. I'm like, what was I doing? This is not how I designed these. Okay, down one. Where were we? We were over here. Went up. 31. Nope. This is gonna be... Want to come in from... Just say we... Oh wait, there's the aquifer over there. Okay. We're gonna say this is not a dig up. That is just a dig. 3 over here. Yep, that looks okay. Okay, let's go a little more this way. And we're going to... Come up to it right there. So you go connect over there and connect over there. Theoretically, I think that connects everywhere I want. Maybe. Let's backtrack it. And we'll see if they're actually able to dig up that entire thing. And I kind of want to... Oh, wait. Ghost. Ghost! Okay, you are in dwarf form. Yeah. We're gonna follow you around and hope... No! Stay. Come back. Come back. There you are. I want to see the ghost were elephant. Every time he disappears, he is no longer being followed. We still got another moon cycle, don't we? Yeah, we've got to wait for the moon to fill back in. No, I don't mind watching the little ghost for a while. Or in an ad break, anyway. Yep. We're gonna go on a ghost hunt. Or a ghost follow. Whatever you want to call it. Hello, little ghosty. You look more like the old tales of the little green men. Nope, come back. Come back. We are not... I'm not gonna lose you again before you transform here in a little bit. Okay. Because I have never seen a ghost were-elephant, so... I'm gonna flash around for a little while, following a ghost. As my dwarves get caught up on tasks, anyway. Kinda surprised we haven't had the creatures of the night show up after the necromancers did. I think I turned civilian alert off. Maybe I didn't. Here, okay. We'll wait till... Keep an eye on that moon. Yeah, you guys aren't stationed. We turned civilian alert off. Should be fine. How's our pulp population doing? You ever get that under control? Nope. I am going to temporarily... build a couple more butcher shops. So, let's see. Farming, butcher, microcline. We're just gonna do this out in the open. If you traumatize my dwarves, that's okay. I think we had 16 really angry earlier, so we're maybe getting a little less annoyed. A little happier dwarves. I have not messed with trying to do a mist generator here. I think I would maybe have to actually just set up a pump version of one, not my normal waterfall. Dump water down a staircase version. You are creepy looking. Oh, and I would like to clear out the tavern of rocks. That does not look good. But... oh, got a few people that say no job. Store item in bin. Why are you so upset? Experienced trauma. Unable to acquire something for too long. What was your trauma? Preferences, needs, thoughts, memories. You saw a dead body. Experienced trauma. What trauma did you experience other than seeing a dead body? I feel like in Dwarven society, that should be a fairly normal thing. I guess not. We are supposed to be linking this bridge. What happened? You were paused because we were in civilian alert when I had you do that earlier. That's fair. That one is linked. Okay. Look at that, all ready to go now. Oop, ghost. Where's our ghost? There. Follow. I will see you transform. Better see you transform at least. Come on, little ghosty. Show me your ferocious elephant side. Actually, it's gonna be a minute, probably. Fine, we will be patient. Even though I'm not patient. Aw, you were a pretty happy person before we let you get bit by a were-elephant. We didn't let you get bit by a were-elephant. Somebody visiting the library transformed, and this was one of the scholars in there, and it ended badly before the military could get there. I think both of our were-elephant visitors have been visitors? Maybe just the one. The other might have been an actual, hey, they've arrived, you will fear the night thing. I agree. I think ghost scholars make sense, though you couldn't... Well, it would depend if you have, like, telekinesis powers as a ghost to operate the pen. But you could at least, like, tell stories. I'm waiting to see this transform. He was a were-elephant. Come on. You should transform. It is the freaking full moon. And I got a message last time about how you... Oh, perfect time. We should be about to see my ghost transform into a were-elephant. I hope. I got a message last time, I missed it, that they were transforming back into a dwarf. So now I'm waiting to see them transform the other way, because I've not seen that before. This will be my first were-elephant ghost. How goes? Are you still in the Necromancer Tower? How's that going? Yeah, apparently, I don't know. I got a message about it transforming back into a dwarf. I have never seen a were-ghost, and I want to see a were-ghost. Thanks for the follow. But no, we just passed the full moon. But last time... Huh, we will let it go for another one. Last time, we got a message about ghostly so-and-so has transformed back into a dwarf. I feel misled now. Well... Now, it's probably going to transform when we're not looking at it, and that's going to be the problem. There you are. I'm just going to keep following you for a little while. I wish every time it disappears, the follow goes away. So I have to, like, keep clicking on it. But I want to see my little were-elephant. Kleinodev said it was terrifying. I want to see the terrifying. No, you moved to a new haunting area. That's an update. Okay. Maybe it's... No, it was the full moon. I don't know. Ghost is not cooperating. Hopefully next time. It's still Necro Tower. You just got a visit from a were-monkey. Previous fortress and a bit your duke. Well... You either have to assassinate him, or now you are all were-monkeys. And I think my corpse stockpile has gotten bugged here. Well, no, that's different remains now. My minecart disposal system, trash dump. Push off north immediately when at least 25%. This particular fort is surrounded by an unfortunate number of necromancer towers. I wanted to try a necro tower again for the first time since the siege update. And so I saw that we were near one. I didn't really look around and pay attention to the around us more than that. But like, really, there were at least 7, and it might have been 9 that were within spitting distance. We had at least 7 that were already orange on day 1. And from all of like the different species, actually the goblin towers are the only ones that aren't orange. They're ignoring our existence. But the humans, we had an elven one, which I didn't know was a thing. Yeah, the elven tower of blossomed castles. So it's been, this is take 2 on this fort. Build new forts in old worlds. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we'll keep an eye. Like, it's not a murdery ghost, so I'm sure he's traumatizing people, but we're gonna put up with that for a little while. Okay, they are finally getting caught up on their trash things and throwing stuff into the minecart. It's like mixed results with this. They're good about bringing things to the stockpile, but it's like it is not a priority job to then move corpses to the minecart, or it is not always a priority job. And I'm missing something on that, but it's generally helpful. We did get all those artifacts there, so let's do construction glass window. I'm gonna seal that off. I'm gonna go back up here. This is our temporary siege defense that we have in place. We're gonna start constructing our own tower here before too long to go to war with the necro towers. Yeah, I thought I usually have that on, but I don't remember if it's on by default anymore. Prioritize. What do I currently have prioritized? Place item in tomb, prepare raw fish. Store item in stockpile, but that would not be the same. No, store item in vehicle. Unless I need to have a dash haul labor dash animal's body food, but the only things they should be storing in vehicle, unless, ooh, would wheelbarrows also count as vehicles? Did I accidentally tell them to prioritize boulder transport? I might have done that. I'll have to look those up a little more. I wouldn't say they seem to be particularly prioritizing the boulder transport, so... Well, those are all full, so maybe. Okay. We have gotten 2 vile forces of darkness so far, but so far it has just been a cave dragon each time, escorting a bunch of snatchers. The first time, unfortunately, there was a baby dwarf out on the surface plane, and the snatchers grabbed it and took off running. This last time, there was no baby on the surface, and they never even stuck their head in. Like, they did a drive-by, and were like, no babies on surface, we're just gonna run away. Oh, there was the ghost again. If I start seeing more people getting upset, we'll deal with our ghost. Do we have any new dinosaurs on the map? No! We unfortunately had to kill our dinos because they came down to say hi. And that wasn't good. We wanted to capture them, but we were not ready, and so they came to say hi, and we just had to kill them. Human merchant is visiting. We are in mid-spring. We've had so many times the zombies were here blocking the trade wagons, though, that I don't know. And at some point we wound up at war with the elves, even though we never violated their tree thing, so I think that might have been somebody else in our civilization. Yeah. With some of the Theron Nazar, whatever, the like furry or feathered ones that have the big claws. Theronazar, something like that, similar to that. Like 3 of them. It was very sad. Okay. That's gonna start that tunnel. This is the one we want to connect the caverns. Where are my guys digging? You are back to digging marble, which is low priority. Well, not high priority at least. Okay. I'm gonna make this priority 5. We must have been out of marble at some point. And I did way too much of it. Make that not a blueprint. Priority 5. Okay. Let's connect our caverns. So we're gonna start here. We have no forgotten beast on the first level right now. Let's change this. We're gonna go down, down, down. I'm going to have to temporarily turn off the burrow. We do not want that to be damp dig. Sorry. Here. Can you go to non-damp dig? I don't know if there are any lakes we haven't seen here, and I would rather you not dig right through a lake. Digging from above, that's okay. You might fall in the water, but that's not the end of... At most, it's the end of one dwarf. Okay, down this way. But I'm gonna have to turn off the burrow temporarily so they can come do this. Okay, we did build that wall, that's good. Dig. Dig. So I've got it going up to, but not piercing the other caverns yet. Oops. So that if things like this happen, we're not caught flat-footed on accident having pierced the cavern again. The dead walk. Hide while you still can. Activate the civilian alert. Places. Siege engines. Let's look at S2. All of you prepare to fire. I don't know how many of them there are. Nope, up here. Let's see, if they come over here, they could go up. Let's say they don't though. Let's put the squads. Squads, you guys station over here just to be careful. And on. How many blocks am I still making? I feel like I can cancel those. I had them making extra specific blocks up here that we were using for those big bridges, but we are done with that. Andesite blocks. Yeah, we're fine. Get rid of you. Yep. Okay. So they should come in through here. We've only got Siege 2 open at the moment. We'll see if they bring a battering ram with them. They've been a bit hit or miss with the battering rams so far. And even when they bring one, they do tend to wander around for quite a while before they figure out how to use it, and they can't use it on flat bridges. Like if it's a down bridge and it's against the ground, they do not appear to use battering rams on those, which I don't remember if that's the case. It's just always been the case since the Siege update, or not. I think it has, but not 100% positive. Okay, battering ram. Excellent. Let's then see, that entrance is closed. I should have checked that first. Nope, what are you doing? I would dearly love that they can only pick up equipment from stockpiles. Yeah. Because they frequently will do this to me. They'll come charging out here where somebody had some leftover ammunition. Even though we have ammunition right around here. I guess if I made this a barracks, that's probably what I need to do, is here. We're gonna turn this into a barracks. So, you, I'm gonna say be bolts. None of that. No artifacts. Any metal. Not adamantium. This is barracks ammo. We're gonna make you a new barracks. Except you guys can do all of that there. And military archery. There you go. So we'll also turn that into an archery range later. Maybe that if they have a barracks right there with ammunition stockpiled, maybe they'll stop wandering around the map for ammunition. I doubt it, but maybe. Okay. Follow you in as they wander around. Come on. I don't just want to go. Oh, there's somebody outside. Run! Run, dwarf, run! I don't know what you're doing. You're like not fighting them, but you're not running for the entrance either. Oh, maybe he is. He's thinking about it. No, you just head north. North. Straight north. Almost directly north. Why? And they're just not caring about him either. That is weird. Okay. Non-violent zombies? Question mark? Well, I don't know what's up with you. You might not actually be in the burrow. Hang on. I hadn't updated the burrow yet. That's a problem. That apparently was not the problem. Well, eventually they might come inside. This is part of why I want to do a surface tower, is that these zombies especially are not like beelining in to the siege defenses. All of the other ones, like they'll send one group that generally goes in pretty fast, you murder them, and then the rest of them like slowly trickle in, and it's kind of annoying. But the zombies, they're like mindless zombies, which makes sense. Totally on brand. Still very annoying. We have now captured... oh, nope, okay, and zombies can release prisoners. Good to know. Okay, somebody's coming inside. And this guy, the Lasher, is still wandering around. I definitely added you to the burrow. Everybody's in the burrow. Oh, don't lead them away. I mean, that is one of my guys. It's not a visitor. So I'm very confused on why they aren't attacking it. Oh, I guess we did already have one come in. My bad, I missed that. Don't waste so much ammo. Oh, okay, we need to fix this. I forgot I had added this area to the safety burrow to get work done. No. Dwarven child, go backwards. Undo. Not that you listened to me anyway. Well, this time you did. Well done. Thank you. For once in your life, I had a dwarven child do what I want. No, coming. Slowly getting closer here. Like, peek their heads out, then pull them away. I actually thought that was a visitor. But I guess not. How much ammo here? You go reload. You go reload. Okay, pause on that for a second. We're going to... On S3, we're going to switch siege weapons here in the middle. So S3. We'll go stand at attention. When they've manned those, we're going to switch these off. We're going to switch the bridges. Because one, it takes them a while to reload, and two, then we can drop the corpses and stuff below so that we can deal with them while we're switching around. Fire at will. Alessandro. Nice timing. We are killing some zombies and some creatures of the night. Man those. Man that. Man that one. If my people would ever get up here and man the defenses on the other one. Come on. Shoot at them. Kill them. That one is good to go. Oop, that one is reloaded. Fire at will. It's like we're slowly getting people over here, so I think it's about time. We're going to lower this bridge. We're going to raise this bridge. Excellent. Yeah, pew pew pew, yes. They are just about as accurate as stormtroopers, too. It's like, how many... I mean, I get zombies might take some extra shots, because you kind of gotta physically tear their limbs off, but... like, when you're shooting goblins, or humans, or elves, it should not take you that many... Oh, we're in an ad. Okay. Check my messages real quick. Mayor has ended a mandate. Ironwood... or no. Citron wood cage and bin. Given birth to kittens. We probably need to check our wood situation. We are technically at war with the elves, but we have not been attacked. I think the elves might actually have gotten conquered by a necromancer. It seemed like, at least some of their sites. Okay, that one is closed. This one is open now. So as soon as we kill these two guys, then we can switch it out. Which, are we gonna fire? There's one of them. Get the other one. You can do it, little guys. I believe in you and your terrible, terrible aim. Is that why you're waiting so long? You're like, we're gonna wait till they get closer. Did you just knock a bone out? I'm pretty... yeah. Or it's a graphic for something. Okay, we're gonna switch that. So places, we're gonna go S2. We're just gonna tell them to go reload those. They reload faster, it seems like, when you have that on instead of the continuous fire or free to fire. And we're gonna pull that bridge. So I'm gonna dump all of these corpses down here, which is not that's in the burrow that they are allowed to get at during a siege, so they can go be cleaning up while we're in the middle of the siege. It's very useful to help keep down my asthma and stuff like that. Come on, little zombies. You can do it. Maybe. What do we have? 45 invaders? No. I have a little gnat buzzing around my head, and it's getting annoying. Okay, see. That bridge pulled back, dropped all those corpses. Now we're gonna pull it again. Reset that system. Sorry, while we're having a siege, I'm finishing the remainder of my BLT from dinner. So if we're on a normal fort, where we're not dealing with zombies and it's more goblins, maybe humans or elves, I do like a big complex of these, like 6 or 8 underground that I can cycle between. It just does not... I mean, you always have to be patient with them actually coming in, going through, getting to the defenses and everything. But it doesn't work nearly as well on zombies, which is, again, part of why we're going to do a tower later. BLT and a small order of hot wings for dinner? Ooh. I wouldn't necessarily call them hot wings, but on... when was that? Sunday lunch, I think? We've got a... I guess I'd call it a Japanese and Korean... got some of both. Like we normally get sushi there, but they also have Korean fried chicken, which is really good. And they had one, I'd have to look up how to pronounce it, but it's like a sweet spicy chili sauce type thing that is amazing. Okay, they're slowly trickling in. If we get too many more at this entrance, we might switch out again. You guys need to go reload. Yeah, reload, please. They will reload if you have them on fired enemies. Or at least I have seen them do so on one of the updates. But it does seem like they need an active enemy like in front of them to go make them do it, and that they are a lot slower to trigger. Not on the ballistas. The ballistas work great on reloading. But on the bolt throwers. Mayor has imposed a ban on certain exports. I don't even know what you're banning. Oh, Mayor. Who are you? Why are you out here, Pike Dwarf? And why are you shirtless? Why are you pantsless? You have gloves and a single sock and a single sandal. I guess you've had some experiences. Get inside. I mean, that dwarf has an excuse because it's a dead dwarf. It is a zombie dwarf. You are still amongst the living. Get inside. And this is an elf poet who is also shirtless. Oh, you were covered in were-elephant blood. Oh, you are nudist, actually. We have a nude elf poet leaving the building who is covered in elf sweat and were-elephant blood. And injured. I need to check. I don't know if I have my hospital open to visitors. Yeah, you should probably just come back inside, little nude elf poet. Probably be good for you. Okay. I'm gonna close this one. And let's just go ahead and reopen the other one. So, S2. Reman those defenses. I still haven't seen the... I'll have to check. The battering ram on the zombies also seems... went for this last time when it was up, even though they could come in and go for one of my closed ones downstairs, like normal goblins would. But no. Zombies last time had to come and kill my upstairs bridge. It was very annoying. Peasant Rakust is fighting. Come on, guys. I'd like to get you done before summer so we can get some human traders. Mace Dwarf, Wrestler, Mace Dwarf. Okay, we'll switch entrances here. Pull that. S3. S3. Just go reload. I have tried a defense like this where I had like 6 or 8 of them with allowing a very large siege. It totally works. Unfortunately, you will run out of ammo. You cannot, like, if you bump up the number of invaders, I think I set it at like 250, which is not even that huge. That it was not even double the normal max. But that was enough that we were burning through crossbolts so fast that I could not remake them between sieges enough. Now, I did have the time between sieges also turned down to the minimum, so you could, like, if you bumped that back up, you'd probably have enough time. But I was trying to have, like, waves of giant sieges to test out different defense things, and we ran out of bolts. It was bad. which is one way to test them. Which is why I now have them trying to keep 40,000 copper bolts in stock at all times. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. If you're really letting, like, default siege settings, if you let it get up to the max size and frequency, I mean, it's also going to depend on how many things you're at war with, because their counters are separate from each other, and it's not per species, it's per civ. So, like, you can be at war with multiple goblin civs, and their counters are individual counters. Or at least that is the way the settings read to me. I have not actually checked if that is true, but it does say per civ in the settings. Not per species. So if you've got... I should pull that lever and drop it. If you're at war with a lot of things, even on default settings, 40,000 bolts is now just my default. So I keep 2 work orders running at all times, making bolts. And we did have our last fort actually died from that as well. Not because we didn't have time to make bolts, but because I wasn't paying attention and we ran out of copper bars. And I wasn't hunting down more stuff for copper bars. It was very sad. So that was an entirely me. I let us run out of bolts because I wasn't paying attention. I kind of hate that on the battering rams, like if one dies, they're just stuck there. Like, can you call in one of your other minions and help them? Have them help you? It also seems like the zombies themselves don't actually do the battering ram. It is always either living or night creatures with them that are doing the battering ram. I have yet to see it be zombies. That might just be this particular run, but this is like between our first attempt and this attempt, this is probably the 6th time we've seen a battering ram, and they've distinctly always had living or night creatures, no zombies doing the battering ram. Which is a little weird, actually. I don't know. I'm assuming that's just something in the code does that, but... I don't know why it would be that way. Reload. Actually, here. We're gonna send the troops now. There's only 9 of them. Oops. Pause. You attack. Attack and attack and attack and attack. You're human merchant. Attack, attack. That's 8. Where's the 9th one? As long as one of you doesn't get stuck in a tree again. We had a stupid siege we could not get to end because the guy was up in a tree and my Mark Dwarves just forgot how to aim. Like I stuck them over where they could shoot at the guy and they would only fire from max range. And we eventually had to dig from underneath and collapse the tree because we could not get the siege to end because this guy was stuck in a tree and I eventually gave up on that idea and I literally used DF hack to whatever the command is that you vanquish a guy, or I forget what it is. You kill the guy through code. We had to do that because I could not get it to end. You've just been turning food into bolts by buying out tree. Yeah, I've honestly been considering that. Is that maybe that's my new... I've typically bought gems, like small gems, because I wanted lightweight but high value to buy. So even before they had the wagons, they could bring me a lot of value. But I'm with you there that I think... No, tree! I'm thinking bolt throwers. Or bolts might be the thing to grab. Okay, you guys have had a lot more experience now. I feel like you should be able to come over here and station. You should be able to go do your own thing. And hopefully, you guys can actually target this guy this time. It was an elf in a tree the last time, so maybe he had fancy elven dodge capabilities. I don't know. Exploding trees, what? That's a thing? Wait. Explain exploding trees. I didn't know those were a thing. I want exploding trees. I'm now jealous. Moody Dwarf is gathering items. Come on, guys. Station. You are not stationing. Go station. Maybe he had to go grab more ammo. Okay, you are coming to the surface, it looks like. Maybe. Going through the bridge. Okay, let's go check the invader who's still monkeying around up here. Oh, we're trying. Healthy. Or maybe, I don't know if these guys are just bolt throwers work, but mark stores don't. I mean, a lot of these do actually just seem to be flat out missing, but some of them kind of look like they're hidden. Before we turn to summer, I want the siege to be over. And it's also, like, if they're up in the air like that, and I tell them to kill it, they go away till it comes down to the surface. If I tell them to station nearby, they will attempt to shoot up. Yeah, you're not even damaging this guy. Which, how skilled are you now? Like, it's been a while, though we weren't necessarily training your archery. What is your skill level? Combat. You're a great marksman. Okay. I don't think it's their skill level. I think that's an issue right now. So, there's one left. We're gonna cheat again. Because I need the siege to end. What is it? Extinguish? No, I don't care about fires. What is the command? I swear it starts with an E, but maybe not. What are you? Is it just... It's not kill Lua. You could try and teleport them. That is true. Exterminate? That sounds right. Yes. Exterminate. Oh, wait. Here. Exterminate. Skink Fiend. What? We're just gonna say undead. Exterminate. I think I spelled that right. Nope, I did not. Exterminate undead. There's only one left on the map. Go away. Disappear. Smoke. There you go. Now, you guys are no longer stationed. We do still have... Whoa. Uh-oh. We have a dwarf in a cage. Okay. Sorry. That is also dwarf, but I think he's a zombie. You look purple. You weren't purple, were you? You look normal. You are a knight's hound. See, this is one of the problems with... if you're on an undead map, I think you just give up on dinosaurs. It's too hard to do. To do both. Okay, we're gonna unforbid all of that. I'm going to... let's say, come down here. You're still hanging around. It does look like it's maybe almost a full moon again. Okay, I'm going to do a little area right here where we are going to put animals. So move those all down there, and let's go find the ghost again. Maybe we'll get lucky this time. I haven't seen another message about them transforming, but we did see it that one time. Got my hopes up, and now I've been denied. You forgot about the moon indicator up top. Like the most important thing when you have weird creatures. I'm not sure how like completely accurate the visual is, but it's pretty dang accurate, I think. Other than maybe with ghosts who might apparently be able to decide if they want to transform or not. Uh-oh, we have a necromancer visiting. Don't transform all of the dead lying around. Though the dead would be like very mangled. Okay, yeah. Go haunt the sleeping dwarfs. They're not gonna see you and get scared. Oh wait, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Come back. Ghost, what happened? Come back, ghost. Necromancer visiting. I haven't seen a transform message. Your full moon. If he just disappears from my list during the full moon so I can't find him, I'm going to be pissed. Where are you, little ghosty? We're gonna go check where you died. I haven't got a message back. Well, I can't let him haunt the fort forever. He's gonna traumatize too many people. And we already have a bunch of traumatized people. So if he doesn't transform this full moon, we have been getting it was like in 6 years we had 2 different were-elephant visitors, so I'm sure we'll get another one at some point. Oh, just vibes for when they transform. That is how you wind up with a situation. Well, so much for that little guy. I am saddened. Okay, did I unstation? Let's see, S2. Nope. You guys reload. And then I think I'm gonna switch to one of the other siege entrances. Places S3, S1. Okay, we'll get S1 ready to go here in a second. So that was the first one. It's had a fair amount of combat in it already, so I was trying to avoid it for a while and see if death aversion fixes itself. Mangled corpse. Do have my asthma going on. You're not stationed. Are you just training? You are... Wait, watching an armor demonstration. Oh yeah, no, that would be training. That's fair. It's not on making the armor, it's wearing the armor, I guess, or something. Oh, that is totally possible. I know. Because I probably waited for it to transform before I dropped the bridge on its head, so I bet that is indeed the case. So yeah, that might be it, that it just transformed back. Man, that's sad. I want to see a were-goat, or a were-elephant. That would be cool. There's so much crap on the surface. Also, they seem to keep bringing us books. I don't know if it's visitors that are carrying in books to our library that then get killed by the siege. I would assume so. That seems to make more sense than zombies carrying books, but like every siege we have, there winds up being a book lying on the ground somewhere. And I'm kind of worried that that's how someone's gonna slip us secrets of life and death. Woodcrafter has created Nesh Ost Fosses, a date palm wood tag. Wait, is that a full-up instrument or part of one? Let's find out. Objects. You look like a pan flute. This is a date palm wood tag, or a tag, something. All Craftsdorf ship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with rectangular andesite cabochons, decorated with a date palm wood and tea wood, and encircled with bands of rectangular microcline cabochons. This object... wait, how did you make microcline cabochons? I don't have you turning microcline into gems? What? Well, never mind, this is for an artifact. You can do whatever you want. This object is adorned with hanging rings of cave spider silk and menaces with spikes of coconut palm, sheep wool, microcline, and cat leather. Saving. Could have waited for me to at least scroll down before saving. Oh. I need to rewatch the Mighty Ducks movies. That I haven't watched those since... I want to say I rewatched them in high school, maybe. Or they came out. One of them came out when I was in high school, maybe. Yeah, no, I know I can make them into gems. I just haven't been doing it. So I was confused seeing a gem of microcline, but I think he made it that way for the artifact. So went and grabbed a boulder of microcline and then turned it. Made whatever he wanted for the artifact. But right now we are hoarding our gems. A little bit. No, I think we've been trading on most of them actually. Except we haven't had a lot of traders because zombie sieges. So I'm overflowing with trade goods at the moment. On the item is an image of many pointed stars in there. This is the dinosaur Therizinosaurus bone. The E-tag is a large handheld wind instrument through which constant airflow is maintained by use of a leather bag, itself supplied by leather bellows. Musician selects the pitch by stopping holes in the wood melody pipe attached to the bag. Oh, this is bagpipes, basically. Melody pipe is a cylindrical bore tube. A glass drone pipe provides constant accompaniment. The instrument has a 4-octave range, going from a very low to a mid-high range, or mid-high pitch. It has 4 registers. The low register has a harsh, wispy timbre. Ew. The middle register begins at low pitch and has a choppy, steady, sparse, breathy timbre. The high register begins at mid-low pitch and has a noisy, vibrating, rugged timbre. Ugh. Instruments are very long descriptions. The top register begins at middle pitch and has a clear, dull timbre. I have artifact bagpipes. Now, I'd like them to be used, but at our rate of artifacts that have gotten stolen here, I feel like that is a bad idea. Now, what I don't know, because normally, if I put furniture down, like this is an artifact cabinet. No one has tried to steal it. No one has tried to steal the artifact door. If I actually put it down, can I even do that with the bagpipes? Instrument. I know they don't like go over and use them, but it would be there for to look at. No. I can only, well, it might not be. It might still be getting placed. I doubt it's in the stockpile yet. We will follow around the artifact bagpipes. Oh, okay. So right now they've just stuck it in a chest. Over there, I guess? Huh. So that... I need to check my artifact storage. It looks like that overrode the artifact stockpile. Because it gave it another place to put it since it's a chest and you don't have... Like, I can't set up... Don't take artifacts. Let me double check that we are... Yeah. Okay. But, now that you're in there... Can I place you? I don't think I can. I think you're just stuck there. You are indeed just stuck there. I'm a little disappointed about that. Okay. Well, our looks like pan flute, but reads like bagpipes is just gonna hang out in our temple, I guess. Which is fitting for bagpipes. We have a water buffalo running around. Not auto butcher. What am I doing? That's livestock. Is that a goose? Saw a goose. You're a pet. Bunny is a pet. Guinea cock is a pet. Blue peacock is a pet. Drake is a pet. Alpaca is a pet. Why must you all be pets? You need to go get neutered there. Water buffalo. Somebody butcher you before somebody turns you into a pet. Okay, you're both female hens, so that's not going to get me into trouble. Uh-oh. I think the blue peahen might be breeding. We've got a blue pea chick that is male. Yep. We're gonna have to assassinate some pets. I'm sorry. Let's look by the word blue. No, you're all male. Never mind. I don't know how we got 2 blue peach. Maybe they came in with migrants. Like, nobody's laying eggs there. But, okay. As long as we don't have a female one, you can stay alive. If we get a female, we're gonna have to assassinate some pets. I think I'm just gonna have to tell them to come in here and toss the bodies. There, you're gonna have to hang out in there for a little while. I don't have a spare person to deal with you. I need to install the cage, don't I, anyway? Empty only? No, I want not empty. In fact, I want full. Here. Hide planner. Select material after placement. That dwarf one, I think? Or is it that one? You are in the avocado wood cage. Okay, we've dumped some corpses, so we'll... Once the corpses are in the minecart, they do not continue to rot. So if they get them in there fast enough, you never have to deal with this horrible miasma we're dealing with. And if they're already rotting, once they throw them in there, it doesn't matter. Forged steel breastplate has been completed. Make bone crafts. Yep, you should have some more bone now, too. Where are my miners? Oh, surgery. What? Removing rotten tissue. What are you removing rotten tissue from? Uh-oh. Did we turn back on the pet thing? Are you doing surgery on a bunch of cats? I need a fancier hospital. Oh, I don't even have traction benches. We're gonna make a better hospital. Here, 4. Design. We don't have design open. Let's grab that. I'm gonna need some traction benches. I don't know how we have not had a, hey, you have no traction benches message yet, but our bad. It's a little too big. There we go. That'll be good. Dig that out. Then let's put the entrance over there. Add this to the safety burrow, please. You guys can go work on mining that out even during a siege. Yeah, that's office. I mean, like, I appreciate that aspect of DF hack, but I definitely had a fortress one time where, like, my hospital just got shut down because it was dealing with idiot cats that had rotting flesh, and, like, we could not catch up. I mean, normally, totally support it. And they do seem to have caught up right now, but I have had where I had to intentionally turn that off because it was... We had dwarves dying because we were trying to do surgery on cats. Yeah. Hello, human traders. With your elephant, which... You brought an elephant laden, you should be able to carry a lot of stuff. In my opinion. I don't remember what we were buying from the humans, but something, hopefully. That would be interesting. And they sneak in a were-elephant as a pack mule. I mean, I don't even know how no way to secure against that, I guess. Just have to hope. But no, so far it's been either they arrive at the front door or they're a visitor and they've gotten in and then they transform in the middle of my tavern or my library, and Things don't go well. And I have to hunt through the combat logs and be like, okay, who got bitten? Human Scholar is visiting. Okay, and then I need to write myself a note. Off stream, I need to queue up a bunch more bedrooms. I don't... How many bedrooms do we have? Well, those didn't get marked as bedrooms, so... Let's fix that. Does that include... That will include all but 4. 97 plus 401 bedrooms. Which isn't too bad, but not... it's more than we need for right now, but as soon as we get another migrant wave or 2, assuming we even get another migrant wave. That is actually a question. I don't know if we will. We'll see. Lurking. Thank you for the lurk. I do appreciate it. It does help. That little search engine make me appear more often. That's helpful. Okay, construction floor. Bring me back the planner, please. We always try and put in white flooring in our hospital. I don't know why, I just do. A horrible color for hospitals, but they seem to always be white in my experience. And then if I have room, I like, or a red stone, I like to try and draw the like staff with a snake, but it usually winds up looking closer to a dollar symbol, which we've decided represents both. It's like the medical symbol, but also represents that medicine is ridiculously too expensive. Okay, we have not started digging there, and I never added it to the entire borough. So, at some point, I am going to allow you guys to go do that. Wait, no, finish my hospital first, though. Oops. My bad, I should have waited. Dig. 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 Actually, we're gonna do this as priority 1. So they stick around. I should tell you not to mine right now and go help carry corpses. That's honestly, I'm kind of... Since we're not... I don't really plan on doing the, like, we get the... We did one for where we got our copper... No. We mined copper, but we got our iron from the goblins. Which is fine. But corpse disposal for after a siege takes so long that I am considering just setting up a, like... Not on this fort, but a water sweeping system to just be like... Push all the corpses into one pile. We're gonna drop that pile, like have it sweep onto the top of a bridge or something, and then have that drop and land in magma or onto an atom smasher and just be like, dispose, I don't need people to carry these. I guess I could have that rigged up, like, let them go. No. Because I have to dispose of the corpses first, and there's no way I couldn't use water in that system to like filter the corpses out. I would grab all the items too. And their junk clothing they bring, I'm like, I don't want that. I don't care about that. I just want the iron. If I have no iron. But we could also just have copper until we have trade wagons and then be like, okay, we've got to buy iron. Yeah. I'm quickly coming around to the water disposal, sweep everybody into a pile, because it just takes so long. Like, I'm not even far from the surface. Like, certainly not far enough that I felt the need to set up a minecart shuttle down here. But we've still got corpses up here. I mean, they're bones. I haven't even unlocked all the other crap. It does not lock down corpses, but locks down the other stuff. And so I leave it like that till they've cleared out all the corpses, and they're still there. Or some of them. Once we set up, other than them seeing dead bodies, once we set up the tower on the surface, like, I don't care if they just decompose outside. They're not going to produce miasma. They will traumatize people a little bit, but meh, that's okay. Trader is ready. Broker requested at depot, please. Ooh. I'm getting sleepy. And yeah, we're going to have to end at 9 instead of our previous 10. Because I have to be up with the new job. I have to be up early in the morning. So weekday streams are going to be currently planning 6 to 9 Central Time. Broker, Mayor, come on. You don't need to conduct a meeting. Hey, welcome, welcome. Ugh. Not doing oxygen not included tonight, but we will be back to that. Sorry, I'm rearranging in my chair right now and like I am sore. Mayor, come over here and trade. Come on. Are you a fan of dwarves as well? Or have you even ever seen dwarves? Sometimes the overlap is strong, but not perfect between oxygen not included and dwarves. Ooh, platinum bar. We'll take that. Played RimWorld. I need to get back to RimWorld. I don't know. I no longer have enough hours in the day to cover everything. But on Saturdays when I'm not doing multiplayer, we might do some RimWorld again. They're bringing... we were buying armor from them for a while, so we've probably got them convinced we just want armor. Which we no longer want armor. We're making our own... steel armor. No fish. We will take some plants. None of those are we currently turning into dyes, but we'll grab them for food. Yeah, these are none of the dye plants we're trying to use, so that's unfortunate. I think right now we've just been requesting and buying dye from the dwarves. Silver ladle. Do they return, like, after the hospital uses a splint? I don't know if the splint goes back to the hospital, or is it consumed for all time? Like, once the person heals. I don't know. We're gonna buy a splint. Just in case. We should have plenty of wool cloth. We've got leather. should have plant cloth. Theoretically. Gonna lurk. Okay. See where you end up. That it can be a wild ride between the different Twitch raids. I have wound up in some weird places. With some weird gift subs that I'm like, who the heck is this? Well, I'm a little disappointed in our trading options here. Why do we have leather gloves? Undamaged leather gloves. We do not want to trade those. Let's do totems. Nope, port goods, totems. More than enough totems. Yeah, you're gonna have to bring more of what we want to buy. Oh, humans. Oops, that was the wrong button. I like the mantis shrimp stream that when no one's on, that seems to be where people will dump raids after a while. Just like, yeah, I'll watch some mantis shrimp. Oh yeah, I've had a time or two where I've like, I don't know anyone that's on. Anyone else know someone that's on? Like, nope, okay. We're going on a random one. Good luck. Feel free to bail on them if this turns out badly. I try and listen in for a little bit and be like, is this person seem sane? Are they talking? All that kind of stuff. And I at least try for that. And yeah, I've accidentally timed one before where like the person had just stepped away for a break and been like, oops, sorry. That did not work. We've struck tetrahedrite and native copper. Nice. Ooh, that's on our... We're connecting the caverns. So... follow these little miners down. I don't have it, or should not have it, actually digging into the second or the third cavern on this. It's just getting right up next to it. But that'll be good. Then we can farm all of the Forgotten Beasts. And our cats will go wander all over the place and get themselves killed. We've struck more Galena. Item inaccessible. Yeah, no, you are correct. That is technically not accessible. I don't know how the wheelbarrow got there in the first place, if it's not accessible, but it did. So we can do the rest of this floor in marble blocks. There we go. This again. Hospital floors need to be white. We'll smooth around the outside. We'll wait till we got the other blocks in so I can smooth, then we'll engrave. We'll make a fancy hospital. I don't believe I have struck any material that would be red colored. I could do like orange. Well, I could do black with obsidian. Hematite. We could do hematite. I could make some blocks out of hematite. That's an interesting red color, actually. Don't particularly want to waste hematite on that, but that might be what we have to do. Because it just seems appropriate whenever I do my little symbol in the hospital that I do it out of red blocks. So I like to have, if we have like cinnabar is a good one. Orthoclase is not terrible. It's kind of a brownish red, but... Oh wait, our little ghost is still there. Okay. I'm gonna give you a slab. I tell my trader they could go away. Nope, I did not. I'm gonna give you a slab, little guy, so you can be put to rest. Engrave. Since you're not gonna transform for us. It was very, very sad. He died as a werepanther, so we got that message about him transforming, but it doesn't look like he will cycle back in the other direction. Which I think is a major missed opportunity. I think we're gonna have to make some blocks out of hematite. Don't know how many though. We'll draw out the design and then see how many it calls for. And hopefully nobody steals our artifact. It's really a bagpipe but looks like a pan flute. I do not have a way to protect that one. Like unless I order... I could put it on a pedestal and seal it away, but I really want them to be able to use the artifact bagpipes. Seems both dwarfy and temple-y. So it would make me sad if they could not. What else are we doing? Grab a little more chalk. Though... I'll have to keep an eye on that. I guess if they start requesting chalk, we can come dig here more. Otherwise, we'll try and leave them. We'll let them go do other things. We're 8:40. We are about to have an ad. I think I'll cut it a little early so you guys don't have to sit through another ad. Well, no, I can snooze it a couple times. I've still got all 3 snoozes left. So, we'll do, assuming I keep an eye on the clock correctly, we'll do the 3 snoozes. And then we will call it a night. Native copper. We've had so much native copper and a lot of native aluminum. I would generally rather have native platinum, but native aluminum is nice. Same value-wise, I think. Pretty sure. Dwarven child, stop oozing things. I don't know what they're misplacing. Nor do I remember what these lepers go to. Oh, those 2. The surface ones. Okay. That's fair. That is fair. We have miasma leaking upwards. No, downwards. There. You guys, do we still have the dump thing? We have the dump right there, so we're just gonna go manually dump that over there. I'm gonna hit the snooze here momentarily. As we watch them just throw away the garbage. No, it didn't get any migrants. That's bad. It's really bad. We've been still getting migrants despite the danger, but this time we didn't get any migrants, so I am worried about that. There's snooze that one. And then at 3, go ahead and dig. Make that a flat side to that. So again, this is for Forgotten Beast. This is not for a trade wagon. That does not matter at all. What am I doing? We would like to come in here and chop those trees down. Okay, I'm gonna pause the burrows for a little bit so they can go deal with that. Merchants have embarked. An animal has grown to become a stray ram. Oh. Our ghostly werewolf has been put to- our were-elephant has been put to rest. You shall no longer haunt the fortress. Which is good, because we have a lot of angry, traumatized dwarves. And we are barely recovering any goodwill between sieges. And then they're getting pissed all over again. Okay, chop that one down. And then priority 4, we'll cut out a little area here and do a paved road. So that if a trade caravan has to leave during a siege, they can just quickly exit through the cavern. Paved road, I would like you to do this out of... Rhyolite is fine. It's 3, and then 3 off the edge of the map. And go to there. Okay. That we'll see once the road's all done, but that should be enough. Which is how the thieves that have stolen our artifacts earlier got off the map so quickly. Is that we have right next to the map edge there. Easy way for them to run away. Your printer starts making random noises next to you. Scare me to death. Extract native copper, 1 hostile. You are still down second cavern. So we'll have to remember that second cavern, there's at least 1 forgotten beast there. Who might come calling right away once we connect it. Oh. Oh good, and Thades has started streaming dwarves, so I'll be able to drop you guys in a good one. I like to watch Thades myself, but I'm gonna have to go to bed right away. Dig, 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 little dwarves. Okay. What else do we have going on? We've got green glass. We've finished our tavern, I believe. Looks pretty finished. There's probably a square somewhere we didn't engrave. We didn't smooth the sides, but we don't have time for busy work right now. Ooh, dance music! Dance party! Dwarven dance party. I wish they actually moved around more in a little dance. Aww. Now they're just back to socializing. Should do this center here out of like native aluminum or something. How much aluminum do we have? 138 bars? Yeah, let's do that. Wait, not bars. Bars? I don't get any, it's just another process to make them blocks, and I don't get any extra, so yes. Construction, floor. Let's see, we're going to allow bars, yes. Aluminum. We'll convert this floor, that'll look cool. Let's see, we will actually give you, we'll pretend you have like a wooden handle maybe? Maybe we do that with copper? What other materials do I have? And Rhyolite would be a touch brown. Oh, nope. Pause. No! Crap, I missed the ad. Sorry. Gonna have one last ad. Bronze. Let's do that. That'll be a great color. Bronze. There we go. Well, extra ad that I did not intend, but we get to see the really awesome hammer once we're done. I do need to make a garbage dump pile though and get rid of all that stuff. Yeah, we're good to go on that. So I'm gonna pause. Pause that one. We're gonna come over here by the entrance. We're gonna do another garbage dump. One right there. And then garbage. Grab all of those bricks. Or all of that junk. Move it out of the tavern. Do not grab my green glass tables. I want them to stay in there. I'm just trying to grab the boulders. Sorry about the ad, guys. I missed the message and didn't get it paused in time. Are we... Those are sitting on top of the little thrones. But you're gonna see our really awesome hammer here. We just redid on the floor. Should be kind of cool. We did native aluminum for the head of the hammer, and then did bronze for the handle. So I think it's turning out fairly well. The native aluminum is maybe a little more white-ish color than I'd actually like. It looks pretty decent. And we're cleaning out all the boulders from the tavern, so it looks nicer. Here's one more. Boulder, throw that away. Trying to accidentally not throw any of my tables or my other stuff. Let's see, if we engrave aluminum, what does it look like? That might look even better. I don't know. If you turn a little darker, I would appreciate it. Yeah, I think that works. That's more of a gray than a white now, at least. Yeah. That's a nice, proper dwarven floor for a really fancy tavern. Not the fanciest we've ever done, but decently fancy. Okay. What are you? Stray llama. No, we do not need stray llamas in the fort. Please go get butchered. We have any other animals that are unfortunately short for this world? I should check if we caught up on our turkey poult butchering. I think I'm gonna stop bringing turkeys. I don't need them for meat anymore. Like, I set up the Forgotten Beast farming that gives us all the meat and all the leather we ever need. At the beginning, we just buy in our leather anyway. So all it does is wind up with an egg explosion. Okay. We should make some traction benches. Traction bench. Make like 5 of those, probably. Eventually we'll get enough marble blocks. Pretty sure. Are we still making marble blocks? Green glass, clear glass, yes. We are still making marble blocks. And we are digging somewhere. Okay, still Still a little ways to go on that one. They're getting close. Okay, I'm gonna get... no, we can leave the Cobalite storage there at some point. We might do something out of Cobalite again. What is this? Tetrahedrite. Okay, and then unforbid, all of that stuff we just stripped out of the taverns. Oh, and we need to go throw away the copper nuggets so they can actually come in here and finish my wall. I get why it happens, but it does annoy me. Like if my stockpile for copper nuggets is full, that one will just sit there for eternity. Until there happens to be a space in the copper nugget storage while they are trying to move that. A vile force of darkness has arrived. The army is commanded by the goblin Esther Bridgejackals, a competent commander. In the midsummer of 307, the Drabli attacked the fresh councils of the whimsical confederacy at Trumpet Guard. Esther led the attack, and the defenders were led by the human Dipug Hoist Syrup. With them comes a war cave dragon from the Dark Goblin Fortress of World Menace. Is this going to be another one cave dragon plus snatchers? I hope not. I'm getting tired of those. Though we don't need any more dead bodies to deal with. Which siege entrance do we have open right now? We have 2. That's fine. So, places, siege weapons, S2. Man those defenses. No troops, which we should check if we have full contingencies. Please come into your barracks area. Go station over there. And we can at least see if this is going to be a real invasion or if this is just a war cave dragon. If it's a real invasion, I'm going to save it there and we will save that for the beginning of tomorrow. So on pause. Oh, real invasion. Maybe. 6 invaders. That's at least not just 3 snatchers. In ambush, we do have snatchers as well, though. How many ambushing? How many snatchers? Goblin swordsman. Goblin axeman. Goblin thief. Is everybody assigned to the burrow? Yes. Well, no, this might be goblin snatchers plus an ambush. We'll see, though. Okay, continue following the war cave dragon. Hopefully there's not a dwarven child out there on the surface being an idiot. Pretty please. What just happened? Oh, more snatchers. Yeah, I think it's just snatchers again. Yep, they're beelining for the entrance. Ooh, are you gonna run into cages? Cage. Okay, ooh, we got a war cave dragon, assuming it stays there. And you, we will follow inside. I think you're the farthest along one, hopefully. Come to your death. Whether it's from siege equipment or I need to send the troops, one or the other. You just, like, cloned yourself. That was kind of interesting tactics. Why are you not shooting at them? What? You're there, you are ready. You've been told to fire. Fire! Do we not... fire at snatchers? We have before. Okay, never mind. You guys come up here. Oh, now they're running away. Boo. One more, two more. If they actually stick their head through, we'll shoot them. Nope, running away. Cowards. Come back. I think they're all leaving now. Oh, there are still the troops. What are you guys doing? Follow you around. Okay, well, we have manned defenses, assuming the defenses choose to fire, and we have troops in place, so none of what they've shown us so far is getting through. And hopefully this is an increase from last time, so hopefully here before too long we'll be getting real sieges. Though honestly, I might actually sue for peace with the goblins, because I want to go tear apart some necro forts. I care about that more than I do goblins right now. Yeah, I think they're just wandering around out there. I'm not gonna send the troops out because there might be another ambush waiting. So we'll be back to that tomorrow evening. We'll see what's going on with those guys.